Yo, what's up?
Guys.
Hello, my name is Anitra.
My name is Alicia.
And welcome to our Challenge 40 reaction video. Woo! Yes, the challenge eras. We are in the house, you guys, and already starting off with a bang. Did you expect any less?
Yeah, and for those of you that did not tune into the last episode, it was like a preview.
It was a launch special, they call it.
Oh, a launch special, which I feel like if y'all didn't tune into it, y'all should definitely go back and watch it because it introduces you to the players. You get to see them outside of their challenge
uniforms.
gear. Yeah, uniforms. You get to see them dressed up to the nines and
arriving.
Having a good time. Yeah,
yes.
Finding out about the house.
Devon and Devin in there pumping them up and stuff. And
that really sets the tone. So.
Yes, and shout out to everybody who watched our reaction video for the launch special.
Yes.
We really appreciate y'all. That was
so
a
much.
long one. We were really pumped about that. Yeah. That was our longest reaction video to date. Thank you so much for watching it. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all. So I actually took notes this time so we can stay on topic. So first of all, the challenge is the longest running reality competition show, you guys. Did you know that?
Did not know that, but I'm not surprised because, I mean, season 40.
Yeah.
What reality show do we know that's on season 40? Big Brother's on 26 right now.
That's true.
Survivor. Well, Survivor's
pretty up there too. They might be in the 40s too, but maybe not as long running as they have. Yeah. Maybe the challenge started out just a little bit, a month or two before, or a year or two before Survivor did. So they're the longest running, and I think that's such a huge accomplishment. We're just gonna fact check them though, right? We're gonna fact check them on that.
Y'all just saying stuff? Y'all better get
I don't think they would do that. So
I'm just kidding.
Anyways, that's super cool. And then we're starting at night, you guys. That's setting the tone already.
Yeah, that's really exciting. We love nighttime things.
Yeah, we normally start the season during the daytime. Yeah. They're jumping out of a plane. If it was Rivals, that was a really cool start, jumping out of a plane on Rivals. But yeah, it's normally during the day, but we're starting at night. We're in Vietnam. Didn't know that. So
yeah, just found that out.
You missed that? Yeah. Yeah, we're in Vietnam, so it's really cool.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. They got the water going and everything. It's really a sight to see. And CT's crying, you guys.
He's emotional.
Yes, he's like legit
really
crying. It's so sweet. And I'm loving it, man.
The challenge is like a home.
A second home to him.
Yeah.
And it is. He's grown up on this show. A lot of people have. So I just love CT like really just going there and taking the time to appreciate and get emotional. We love to see it, CT.
Also, I feel like it's like a grown-up summer camp kind of. And if you guys know, like summer camp was such a fun time. So think about if you were able to go to summer camp as an adult and like get paid for it. Come on now.
And then potentially get paid even more for it if you win. So fun. Like I would love to go on the challenge. Like if we ever thought we could actually survive 1 week. I mean, you kind of still want to go, even though it's like we'd probably go home first. Like just to go for that 1 week or that one day and just have fun. She said, no, not for me. I dream about it, guys. I dream about it. We always go home first, which is sad. But, you know, I would love to go. But anyways, so another thing that we talked about was, guys, we should have gotten to see the challenge's reaction to Jordan coming into the house.
Yes, if you guys watched the last episode, at the very end, Jordan was walking in because Era 3 was missing somebody. Everybody else had their whole teams complete. Jordan was missing.
And because he was on the racetrack, guys. He's a professional racer, if you didn't know. Just found that out last week. But yeah, he just got done racing, and then go ahead, he comes in.
So if you did not watch that episode, it's kind of weird to hear Jordan say,
I was late.
Yeah, I was late, but I'm here now. It's like, okay, what are you talking about if you don't watch that episode? Like, you're here.
You just confused half the audience.
For?
We didn't watch the launch special, but I guess, you know, that shame on y'all. Should have watched the launch special. But yeah, we should have gotten to see him come in on this episode and see everybody's reaction, or at least last episode.
Or maybe they should count the launch episode as an actual part of the season. I don't know.
Yeah, they could. It was worth it. But anyways, guys, the prize. We got a $1 million prize, guys. Oh my goodness.
So you guys have to let us know because
I feel like they did this before.
So many seasons.
I said they did it before. What do you say?
Forget some things. I thought that this was the biggest prize that they've had.
I think they did it before.
I know a lot of shows do not have a $1 million prize. Big Brother does not have a $1 million. It's $750,000 right now. Survivor has $1 million, and I believe Amazing Race has $1 million. I don't know of any others. So let us know, like, has this happened on the challenge before?
Yes.
And maybe it has, and maybe they're splitting it, and so
they're splitting it, so they at least got to get $1 million, man. So I'm glad they're at least doing $1 million. Guys, the Invitational. let's get into it. Now the episode is really starting. We got this invitational qualifier. Yikes. Oh. What the crap? She was like, what is invitational? Like, that's what they're doing right now. And they're going to send home 8 people. Oh my gosh. One guy. It's exciting, but it's also scary because this is the best cast that we've ever had, period.
Yeah. And we're going to lose 8 people right away. Right, that's kind of sad. Yes. But it's also like, whoa, like we're getting 8 eliminations.
Yeah.
Tonight, possibly, in this episode.
Bananas, guys.
Do y'all think we're going to get all 8? We're probably going to get 4 this episode. We'll see.
Yeah, they can't possibly do all 8, but guys, like I said, season 40 is already starting off with a bang, and stakes are high. They are high. Yep. So one guy and one girl going out. One guy and one girl also is going to be safe on each team, and they got the power. I got the power. They got the power, y'all, because they get to not only be safe, but they get to vote in the other person on their team who's going to be battling it out in the elimination. So don't come last.
Yeah, we could do some predictions on that because, like, it's like who's the person that's not well balanced? No, not well balanced.
You mean like not well
integrated into their team? Yeah, because a lot of these people have worked season after season with each other. So I think for the first elimination, it might come down just to I haven't worked with you before. So
we can also do predictions on who might get last place for each team. Yeah, we can do that. So let's do that after we're almost done. So let's do that after this.
Okay.
So Olivia, because of this twist, and there's the winner gets to pick someone who goes in. Olivia does not want Nerys to win, and we understand why. We understand why. They do have beef, fresh beef, fresh, potent, delicious beef. So she does not want Nerys to win because she feels like Nerys is going to throw her straight in there. And she's probably right because Nerys doesn't really like her right now. She's not a big fan. Ryan, he's going for Derek. He's like, man, if Derek can win, I know I'll be safe. Ryan, how about you win your darn self,
basically he was saying he was fine with himself winning and the only other person he was fine with
winning I missed that part. Okay, good. Good, Ryan. Good. So Ryan, you win yourself or Derek wins. We understand that. And Rachel, my girl, is going for the W. And I think she can get that. What do you think?
I mean, out of all the women on her team, I feel like she is the most athletic. So for sure.
So we're gonna see if she can do it. It's Laura versus Cara Maria. Poor Cara Maria does not trust Laura to win and not throw her in. It's a darn shame because Cara Maria, if you don't trust her to be a great competitor, we can at least say she's a beast with finals. So what do you want her to make it to the end and run a final with you so your team can win? I don't quite understand. I know her team's women are super, super strong, but why not go for someone like Kellyanne or someone else in her team that, I don't know. It's weird to me that she would go after Cara. I don't think Cara would go after her.
They just have a rivalry and they always...
They do, but do you think that Cara Maria would throw Laurel in?
Possibly, you never know.
I don't think so.
They have a discourse, and it makes sense for her to feel that way. I don't know. It makes sense to me.
All right, if you say so. But anyways, guys, I didn't get to say this, but I'm wearing my pink. I'm wearing some pink here. I'm representing Team Hot Mess. That would be Era 4. I am in support of them tonight on this premiere because this is my best friend's team that she's most excited to see play this season. So in support of that for her. And I'll see. We'll see. We'll play around this season. We're wearing some different colors, but I'm wearing my challenge shirt too. We are ready to go. She's not wearing hers.
I didn't get the memo.
She should know. She should know, right?
Right? Team or anything.
Shouldn't she know to wear her challenge shirt though? At least for the premiere. Yes.
Not at all.
Vote yes or no. Should Alicia know better? All right, but anyways, we're going to answer this question now on who our money is on to do well and who is not going to do well. Who's voting in?
As far as Era 1, just because I saw Mark talking about how he would want to win, he's probably going to do the worst.
Okay, wow. So Alicia thinks Mark's going to do the worst. Fine, I'll support that.
Because there's Derek and there's CT and there's Brad. Like,
if Mark does the worst, though, if we're expecting Mark to see him in elimination.
And Darrell, too, yeah.
If we're expecting to see Mark in elimination, I'm going to say he's going against Brad because Brad does not have the connections on that team. That Darrell and Derek, they're close. CT, they're not voting him in. They'd be insane.
And who's winning? Derek's winning.
Okay. All right, so she thinks Derek's winning. All right, I'm just saying who's losing. I'm just saying who's going into elimination. I can firmly say if you think Mark's is going in there based on the edit, then I'm going to say Mark and Brad's going in there with him.
Okay.
All right. For the girls.
Tina.
Oh,
you're going in.
Dang.
I think Alice is going to be able to beat her. Okay. I know Rachel's going to beat her.
Yeah.
Who's the other two girls?
I know
Katie.
her.
Oh, Katie. Could be Katie.
It could be Katie.
But I still think it might be Tina.
So the ones who are going into elimination,
Katie's going to go in.
Okay, for sure.
I think.
Okay, so Katie
connections
and Anissa, I'm going to say. Tina, if she doesn't get in the bottom, she will escape elimination because Rachel will keep her out, I believe. So it's between those three: Anissa, Tina and Katie. All right, heard it here first. All right, Air 2, moving on. As far as girls go, Kellyanne's in there. She's going into elimination. I don't see her winning this for the girls. Love Kellyanne. I love her.
Is Cara Maria on that air?
Yeah, she is.
Unless Cara Maria just does really bad with the puzzle, she could.
Yeah, but if she does bad, then Cara Maria will be in there with Kellyanne. But I know Kellyanne's going to be in there. It's just who she's going to be in there against.
And if Laura is winning, which she's winning right now, she's probably going to put Cara Maria down there.
That would so suck, man. We're gonna start the season off like that. Like, really?
Cara Maria and Kellyanne.
It's gonna be an uphill battle, folks. So for the guys, I don't even know who they're. I'm gonna say Ryan is going in. I'm gonna say, because it's either gonna be him or Derek that's gonna win. I think Derek's gonna do better than Ryan. I think Derek's a better competitor than him. Yeah. And so I think Johnny Bananas is gonna win, and he's gonna put in either Nehemiah, because I don't think Nehemiah and him are close, but then Wes may have also spoken to Nehemiah and spoken to Johnny Bananas and told them to look out for each other.
I think he would put in Derek. Well, no. I think he would want to do Derek, but he wouldn't for the optics. But then he would also want to do Brandon and Nehemiah for the optics. So he's going to be in a tough spot. So I'm
predicting that we are seeing either Derek versus Ryan or Ryan versus Nehemiah. We're seeing something like that. Okay. That's what I predict. Girls, we already said that, right? We already said girls. All right. Moving on to Era 3, which I call Powerhouse Era. Oh, I didn't tell you this. Era 2, I nicknamed them. Tell me what you think about this. And you can change it. But I've nicknamed them Team Watch Your Back. They're Team Watch Your Back because you need to watch your back with Era 2 because they can very well come in within the team. I wasn't even talking about that, but within your team too. But really, the other eras need to watch them because they could be the ones that come out of nowhere and take it all. Like we both had them as our ranking number 2 to take it all. So I really do think they could take it all. So, anyways, moving on. Era 3,
John A. Possibly.
Oh, okay.
Amanda.
I'm going to say Amanda because she doesn't have the friends on there. Gosh. Avery, I'm going to say Avery and Amanda.
Possibly John A. if she can't hang with them. Because, yes, she's won the Challenge All-Stars, but I don't know.
Avery is going to be the bottom on her own, I think. And they're going to vote Amanda in. I hate to see it, but I think that's what's going to happen. All right, for the guys. They're guys. Oh, their guys are stacked, man. Oh,
yeah, Leroy, Jordan.
Okay, possibly Corey or Leroy.
Corey, who's the other two?
Tony,
and who else?
Devin and Jordan. They're not putting in Devin or Jordan.
Tony?
They're not.
Is he as insulated as he?
They showed Tony a little bit too, so it could be Tony.
He hasn't been on here as frequently as the rest of them have. So they might
Tony and Leroy or Tony and Corey. That's true. They're going to feel allegiances to each other.
Tony's going down there, I believe.
Yeah. I'm putting Tony in there too. So it's is it Tony or Leroy or Tony or Corey? Which one is gonna drop the ball?
Think Tony and Corey.
I could see Corey. He gets in his head sometimes. So I could
Leroy's gonna be last. Yeah, Leroy's probably be last.
Corey or Leroy. We're gonna see because Corey gets in his head sometimes. So I could see him fumbling the ball too on this. So
okay. All right.
For the last team hot mess, I'm gonna put last place for the boys being Josh. Maybe
we have Josh, Theo, Polly.
Horacio and Kylan. Ooh, their boards are stacked. So I'm putting Josh down there, and unfortunately, man, they might. Man, I don't know because Polly's such a great competitor. I want to see Polly from War of the Worlds 1, War of the Worlds 2. I want to see that Polly. If we can see that Polly could win it all. But Theo's there too, and Theo's very good too. And Theo's not close to Polly. So if Theo gets this, he's probably voting in Paulie. The cool thing is Nurys is close to Paulie, so I think
and
that
then Paulie has also Big Brother people in Casey and
Josh is not his person,
Kylan.
So we ain't gonna say Josh. Yeah, and Kylan, yeah. So yep. So, but they're close, Horacio and Kylan, and nobody wants to get on Nurys' bad side. Mm-hmm. So I'm afraid that it's going to be Josh. It's Josh, Theo, and Paulie are on the chopping block.
Josh, Theo, and Paulie for the guys, and then for the girls.
Olivia and Michelle.
Olivia and Nurys for me.
Okay, Nurys, if she does bad, then she will. But I don't think Nurys will do bad, so I don't think she'll do the worst. So I'm going to say Olivia's doing the worst, and then they're going to vote in.
If Jenny wins, they might be like, let's just put them down there because they're already not getting
along. They're going to vote in Nurys because they're not going to vote in Michelle because they know Michelle better. Dang, we're probably going to see Olivia versus Nurys. That would be crazy. Okay, all right, man. Sorry, guys, this was way too long, but it's a lot going on. All right, we're going to see what happens. Woo! Oh my goodness.
It was intense, y'all.
That was intense. That was very intense.
So we just watched pretty much majority of the people compete. It's still going on, so we don't know who some of the losers are.
Yeah. So right off the rip, we got to just give Laurel her accolades because she beasted that puzzle, you guys. Like, she beat so many people.
She beat everybody on the puzzle.
She beat everybody, and by a bit. Like, it seemed like they weren't.
She beat everybody on the puzzle.
She beat everybody, period.
She beat everybody, period.
She smoked everyone. Johnny's feeling good, but didn't know how he's going to stack up against everybody else on his team. I respect that. I respect a humble, if you will. I think that's humility to be
aware.
And I'm going to self-aware because he's definitely self-aware, but I'm also going to say humble because you don't know how you're going to do. It's saying like these other guys are good too. It's giving them their credit and saying I'm good, but I don't know how I'm going to stack against them, what we're going to rank. So I like to see it. We like to see it. And then we get CT, the puzzle king. Yes, you are. The puzzle king that you are. Got second place overall in the puzzle.
And first place on his team. And I should have known. Or first place guys.
Yep.
Rachel was the first place girl. They did amazing. Yeah. They're showing up for Era 1. Like, Era 1 did really well. They were the first era to have both their winners, boy and girl, male and female, already
yes, and that was finished. The one that she said, if you watched our reaction video, we ranked them based on how we thought they were going to do. Alicia said she thought Era 1 was going to do very well. She put them as her number 1. So far she's right. Cara, second place, you're still killing it.
Yes, both of them beat all the guys on their team. Yeah. So like Nehemiah said, this is their team is stacked with strong women, and that's really great, and he's here for it.
Yes.
So hopefully Cara can avoid elimination, but we all know with that history, Laurel is probably going to vote her in. So
I don't know why Laurel is so annoyed by her, but I guess Cara would be annoyed by her too because she would be like, here she comes. But to me, I feel like Laurel, if you know that you're better, then shouldn't you be proud of Cara, who in the past you just gave no credit to? So shouldn't you be proud of her? Like, hey, she's right on my tail. Like, good for you. Like, I don't know, give her some credit. But Eras 2 and Era 1, they're killing it. They are killing it. And as far as the puzzles, but then we're gonna get to the overall win. Rachel. Come on now. We already talked about it, but yes, Rachel, number 1 girl. She finished that puzzle first, and she also finished overall. Queen Nurys, you were doing so well.
So she finished overall first. So well. Not Laurel.
Well, Rachel's on a different era, so she
finished for her era.
Yeah. But Queen Nurys, you still got it. She did that puzzle first. She got the puzzle done first. She's not good with the water. She's not good in the water. We know that. We know that. Like, she timed out in that one water challenge last season. Okay. I remember. So she got to get better in the water.
Eras 4 also was just not really showing up at all. Like, they were the
last
a long time
with that
to finish their puzzles, it seemed.
But you know what, though? I have a plot twist when we get to the rankings.
3, actually. Well, not Era 3, Era 1 with Anissa and Katie. They were the last 2 at the puzzles. But Era 4 did not do great with those puzzles.
They were taking a long time. But you'll be surprised when I tell you the order that they actually finished in when we get there. But Nurys still got it. Tori still got it. Tori beasted that puzzle.
Nurys is last.
But hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, we're just going in order. So Corey, puzzle redemption. Corey did that puzzle, and he is bad at puzzles. I still remember that final where him and Nicole just did It was cry worthy. It was so bad, so embarrassing.
But he's been practicing with his beautiful daughter.
He has been practicing.
And it has paid off.
Yes, he's trying to get the win. Yeah, he's trying to get married, y'all. Well. He said, I'm getting married if I win that money. Yeah, so him and Tori, Tina
continues to prove herself. I mean, you know, I've not been a Tori supporter. I've been one that feels like she is overrated. We both have. But I mean, she continues to show that maybe she's not. So,
and the cool thing is, y'all, her girls are stacked. Like, she got is Emily on her team? No. Or so her girls aren't stacked. Her girls are stacked, but maybe not that era 2 stacked. But she's doing really well, and she is proving herself still. So very good for her. Tina's half Vietnamese, guys. Didn't know it.
Yeah,
we just learned something.
I thought she was Hispanic.
Wow.
But
okay,
that's really cool.
That's so cool. But she said, you know, these boats are not innate. It's not. Yeah, she's there. She's in Vietnam, but the boats don't come naturally to her despite her culture. But
she came in second place for the women.
She did come in second place. So look, maybe it is innate, Tina. Maybe it is innate.
A loser.
Yeah, we were afraid. But so proud of you, Tina. So proud.
And she's going to be safe because Rachel is the winner. So,
yeah. Really, as I predicted, she has a good connection.
Probably.
Yeah. But CT Pro Tools, love this thing. Well, I think they called it Pro Tools, but he's giving us his tips. Where, you know, he said, if you do a puzzle, like, look at all the pieces, and that's how he did the puzzle. And then he said, if you're in a boat, don't fall out. Like, you know,
he was saying,
giving us vital information for everyday life.
Look at all the pieces because sometimes they have
like,
and we saw they had shapes on the back of them that were helping them connect them.
So future challengers, if you're on Survivor, they do a whole bunch of puzzles on Survivor. This is a tidbit. Get all your puzzle pieces within sight. You might have some clues on there. Very good, CT. Thank you for your Pro Tools. So yeah, then we get to, let's rank it. We got first place CT and Rachel for team 1. They're the first team that finished overall. And then we got second place is actually Era 4, Team Hot Mess. They got second place overall. And it was Michelle and Horacio. Good job, King Horacio. And good job, Michelle. I'm happy for you. We knew Rachel could do it. We knew CT was going to do that. Third place is actually team 3, Powerhouse Team, my number 1 ranking. They got third place. Come on, I need y'all to do better. But good job, Corey. So proud of Corey. Corey and Tori. It rhymes. And then last place, team 2, watch your back. We didn't have to watch our back for y'all that much that time. Come on, let's pick it up. Laurel and Bananas. Somehow Bananas managed to get first place for the guys, even though it looked like he was struggling. Oh, 2 more things before we close things out. Adam and Avery, you guys. Adam and Avery from All Stars 4. They're a couple. Who knew?
Yeah, didn't show them on our
Didn't show them
at all. If y'all watched
producers, what the heck?
If you follow them on social media, you would know.
Yeah, I knew, and I told her about it, and she was like, "Why aren't they showing them?"
That was stupid.
Yeah. So, anyways, now we know. Good job. Congratulations to y'all. Good job, Avery. You did well. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Queen. Last thing.
I didn't doubt.
She didn't doubt. She didn't. Last thing. Reese got that L. So sad to see it.
Yeah.
And Queen is hot.
Why was
She's
she not
tight.
happy? She was mad. She
was
pissed. And
can't nobody calm her down.
At, like, everybody, it seemed like, and that was kind of weird. I'm like, Nerese, why are you like acting like this, girl? Like, I understand you're upset, but you don't need to be upset at Horacio. He didn't do anything to you. Like,
and she ultimately calmed down, you know, got her hug from him. But I understand.
I don't.
She wins well. Some people don't lose well. She's like, dang, like,
lose better.
Yeah, lose better. Or don't lose. I'm just kidding. All right, on we go. All right, guys. So awesome. We just found out that our light wasn't on the entire time we've been filming. So sorry about that.
So we could have had better lighting for this video.
Let there be light.
Now we do, hopefully.
Use one of these for the screen
you like better. This one or that?
Or no light. No ring light. All right, so guys, this will be a quick one. We got doubtful Queen Nerese to start things out with, and that was so sad to see.
Yeah, like we're not used to that. Like Nerese is normally so confident, and she was just like talking to Horacio and just being like, you know, I can't. Look at who I'm stacked up against. You know, I can't beat them. And I was just like, no.
You beat Kylan and Horacio, girl. Like you can beat anybody, but it just goes to show, like even the baddest of the bad, like. Everybody is human.
Yeah, can have insecurities.
And they have,
but I also was like, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I was like, well, what are you doing here? What are you doing here if you don't think you can beat them?
But there because who's going to turn down the call for who's going to turn down season 40 and this opportunity?
Her to believe in herself. Like, I understand this is definitely not ideal.
Understand.
Like, she did not need to come in last. Nobody wants to be the first to go home, and that's a real reality for her now.
And this is a powerhouse season.
She is going against
beast,
strong, beast, Jenny and Casey,
and then Michelle won, y'all. So the odds of Michelle putting in Olivia, and she knows that. She knows that. She feels like her best shot of winning is going against Olivia, or maybe even someone like Michelle. But both of them are off the table. Yeah. So I understand. I fully understand, and that has to feel so.
She needed to win that, and she was winning it. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, it's so sad
all of a sudden.
But you know what? And we had it's a lot of pressure, you guys. Like, we saw other people like Katie, which did they help her with the puzzle? Oh, yeah. It almost looked like they helped her with the puzzle for her to even get in the water. Like, I don't know. Hopefully not.
No, I think Tina was just trying to help her get ashore
in the boat. Yeah, but
or something,
before that, you barely missed it. You almost missed it, but it seemed like they were helping her with the puzzle, really fast. Well, I don't know.
She was embarrassed. Maurice was embarrassed.
People are embarrassed
going on, and it's just don't be embarrassed, you guys. Yeah. Especially,
I understand it. It's a lot. It's the best of the best. And a lot of people, they're having imposter syndrome. They're like, do I even belong here?
Yeah.
And it's a lot. It's a lot of pressure. So I definitely understand.
And people can be so judgmental.
And we all
critics. Can be sometimes.
Yeah, we judge ourselves worse. And we're thinking, man, they're looking at me and I look like a weakling. And especially if you're coming off of a great season like Nerys in season 39, she's like, man, now I look weak and stuff. And I'm good, but am I good in this arena with these people? It's very self-doubt
is creeping in, very humbling.
But I want you guys to know, anybody who got the call for this, y'all are worthy. And even the ones who didn't get the call for this, y'all are worthy. You're good enough. And somebody's got to lose. So don't be so down on yourself. I really low-key, high-key, mid-key hate this losing squad that we're looking at.
Yeah, there's a lot of our faves on it.
So a lot of great competitors.
Disappointment.
But on a season of great competitors, you're going to get that. So
I was right about Mark.
Yeah, she was right.
At first, I was like, "Oh, so this could mean that he's going to win." But I was like, "No, I don't think he's going to win."
Yeah,
last place.
That edit police or that edit radar. Her spidey senses were definitely
tingling.
They were working.
And Mark got last place.
Mark is right along with Katie. Mark and Katie are in last place. And then for the second team, we don't even know. We don't even know if
we don't know who the guy is.
I think we think it's Ryan. We know it wasn't Nehemiah or Brandon. We're pretty sure it wasn't, and we know Bananas. Of course, he won. So
I'm going with Ryan. Well, I think it was Ryan. We don't know.
We don't know. So somebody, we're gonna find out, and then we'll let you know. But yeah, Ryan, or I said
somebody
and Kellyanne. And Kellyanne was like, man, if this was just an overall, team thing. All the girls beat the guys.
All the girls beat the guys.
So she would have been good. She would have been good. So it's sad to see Kellyanne, down there, but her team is stacked. And then we got Leroy and Naya, the partners.
The old partners together again on the bottom.
To see it. We don't want to be together like this. We're better than this.
We love Naya.
Yeah.
We love Leroy.
It's just
do better.
It's a shame. Yeah.
But Naya's not worried because Naya said, give me something physical.
Oh, yeah, she's ready. Okay. I'm glad she's confident. Very
you better have confidence.
Yeah. And Leroy, I hate to say it. I love me some Leroy, but he said, I can't believe I lost the first one. I was like,
didn't we predict that? Yeah, we said Leroy or Corey, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I think we ended up landing on Leroy.
Your team is very good, and you're very good too. I need you to put some more work in. And I know you do be putting work in, but I need you to put a little bit more work in. So we're not in this predicament again.
Definitely with the puzzles, maybe like Corey did.
Yeah, because we saw it coming. So number 4, Theo and Nerys for Team Hot Mess. Hate to see it. Hate to see it, especially for Nerys. Theo, I like Theo. I really do. I'm not attached to him or anything. Yeah. So, but it is bad for the guys because I don't want to see anybody go against him because he's pretty good.
That's what she was saying. So
that's kind of scary. But Devin's boat, you guys. Devin's boat was sinking. And he still finished in 4th place. So good job, Devin.
Yes.
Go win, Coco. You go. Love to see it. He didn't give up, man.
Tori was like, where is he? I don't see him anymore.
Tori is his biggest hype person. And I just love it so much. She's like, you're such a G, man. You swam all the way in. I just love it. I love their friendship.
Yeah, me too.
Last thing on the docket, y'all. Before we went on commercial, we got Laurel versus Ryan, guys. Didn't know about this.
The tea is hot, y'all. The tea is piping hot.
Yeah.
This is All-Stars 4 tea that happened in between All-Stars 4 in this season. Apparently, Laurel and Nicole were dating.
Yeah.
And they are no longer dating.
Is anybody surprised? You break up for a reason, so sometimes
everybody knew
stay broken up. Everybody knew
that was toxic. Everybody was saying this is like a waste of time, pretty much. Yeah. And so anyway,
it's cringe.
So Ryan was apparently hanging out with them probably as a couple, like them two together. And apparently during the breakup, he has probably sided with Nicole.
Or Laura feels as if he sided with Nicole, is what Ryan said.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so Ryan's spilling some tea. We actually haven't seen Laura versus Ryan yet, but we're learning that there is a Ryan versus Laura, like, brewing under the surface. Like, they're not on good terms. So this really is Team Macho back for several reasons.
It's so interesting to me, you guys, because All Stars 4... Laurel had so many allies. She had so many people that were just speaking so highly of her. So now to hear this discourse going on, I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And Ryan is on Nicole's side, supposedly. What is that story? So very interesting.
Yep, we'll see. But Aviv says,
take your leave when you have a headache.
Yes. Sponsor us, leave. Okay, right. But Aviv, she said there's misalignment on their team, you guys. This very big word. Never used it before. Or not very big word, but I've never used this word before. It's a misalignment. We're going to put that into the challenge vocabulary on the team.
And we don't want a misalignment on our team.
If there's a misalignment on your team.
I have worked with teams in the past. Yeah, that's what Aviv said. And if you have a misalignment,
it's a whole mess. So maybe we dubbed the wrong team Hot Mess. We'll see. Watch it back. All right. So where we are now is Corey and Amanda pregame alliance. I need that to be a thing. Like, that's Nelson's girl. Like,
I don't know, y'all. I don't know how I feel about it because I feel like that really only benefits Amanda. And Corey, like, is it worth him sticking his neck out and making other enemies who are probably going to do well and could come after him for Amanda? Not sure.
That's fair. I hope Corey can or Amanda and Corey can appeal to each other, and he'll let Amanda know, like, Amanda, if you want to be safe, you're going to need to have a talk with Tori. You're going to need to make a deal, make an agreement to not be problematic, because she would rather keep Avery over you at this point because she feels like Avery is going to be easier to work with. Because I could see that being Tori's argument, and that's fair. But if Amanda agrees to be team player and not go after Tori if she wins because Tori did this solid for her, then I'm hoping that they can keep Amanda around because they don't know Avery. So it's really no love lost there. So if Amanda can just agree to play ball, I think they could actually, there's a world where she's safe. So I just hope that, Amanda didn't shoot herself in the foot too much on that launch special saying, we will never, ever, ever work together. Ever. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
Those doors open, people.
Yeah,
because you never know what situation you're going to be in. And I feel like her and Corey both said they came in with nobody and they have nobody who's having their backs. I don't see how that could be true for Corey personally. I feel like Corey and Tori, funny enough, the last season they were on together, kept winning a lot together. Were they partners at some point or something? Because
on one of those seasons
they had to work very heavily together
before they got traded or whatever.
I feel like they like a recent season, the season with Olivia,
Spies, Lies, and Allies.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. They had to work a lot together, and so they know how to compromise and come up with decisions of who's going to go into elimination. So I don't know. I feel like Amanda should be worried because I do feel
she should definitely be worried. She made her bed. She definitely made her bed.
Like Tori literally has all of the ammo to be like, this girl literally said she won't work with me, like at all. Like there's nothing I can do. So
I don't want her to go in against Naya because then, like Amanda has predicted, she probably will go home. And I don't want Amanda to go home.
And I'll probably be rooting for her to go home in that situation because I think I'm a little bit of a bigger Naya fan than Amanda, which we love Amanda. So
I love Amanda so much.
Yeah, that would not be a matchup that we would ideally want to see.
I don't want to see that at all.
But also, Amanda, future seasons, please do better.
Leave the door open. Don't close any doors.
Bury the hatchet.
Let that be a lesson to everybody. So who's Laura putting in? That's what we talk about. Laura gets up and they're like, who are you putting in? She's like, I just woke up. I don't know. But then she
spilled electrolytes on me.
Yes.
So she's going
in. That was a little funny moment. But then it got rather serious after that when she said it was between Cara Maria or Aviv. Because, reasoning being, Emily is strong. She's strong.
She wants to work with Emily because she will be good for the team.
Yeah. And I'm like, Emily who came in 4th place? I'm sorry. I love me some Emily too, but let's be honest.
Cara is not strong.
Cara Maria is one of the best challenges of all time.
Came in second.
Polly
right behind you.
Came in second. How are you going to get rid of your second place person who's won so many times? You
know how good she is.
And you're saying because Emily is strong? Cara Maria is strong. Like, what are you just don't want to work with Cara?
Oh my god! And I think that pretty much lets us all know that Cara's probably going to go in. Why
are you so afraid of Cara? Why? Like, why can't you put your differences aside to work together? My goodness, you're so annoying. This is very annoying. So, anyways, Johnny, he's not attached to any of the guys. He's sitting at the table. He's talking to Polly and Amanda, two of my favorite challenges. So I just love this scene. He's talking to them too, and he's saying, I don't care about any of those guys. So I got it easy, man. Like,
which is so funny. But he's saying, but era one, all of those guys are so close. So
it's gonna be hard. Figuring out who to throw in, but yeah, he don't care. He's like, take them all. But for the girls, it's a little bit more difficult there. Polly says he's trying to get Cara to talk to them and stuff. Just talk to them. She's really anxious about things. But like we're saying, and like he's saying in the confessional, Cara Maria shouldn't even be an option. She's one of the best challenges of all time. Love to see it. Love to see Polly hyping up his girl, and love to see Cara getting her accolades. But then we get Johnny's dad fought in Nam, guys. He fought in Vietnam. Did not know that. We're learning all kinds of stuff this episode. So this is really meaningful.
Yeah, he's dedicating the season to him.
Yes, and then the 40th season, everything's just meaningful for him, and he really wants this win. So we love to see it. Love to see it. This win is for him if he gets it. Darrell and CT, then we get them.
We get them talking about how they're getting old, specifically Darrell talking about, the bunk beds and everything.
So glad they don't have bunk beds this season.
It was cool. They flashed back to Darrell and Rachel back in the day. And so, we're getting this moment of camaraderie between Darrell and CT. CT won. And then we get in this flashback scene with Rachel. Rachel won. Yeah. So
just reminds you of how well that he knows these people. He knows Rachel very, very, very well. I think they started out at the same time. And okay, awesome.
Okay. And so then was saying basically
he's well insulated.
He should be safe. But then I was saying, but everybody's so close on that team, like they were just saying. So,
but I definitely think there's a hierarchy ranking to it. Like, I think that Darrell is well insulated on this team. I think only if he wanted to go in, he felt like he was a weak link, or they felt like he was a weak link, then he might go in. But I think otherwise he's very close to a lot of people.
So hopefully he doesn't go in.
Yep. We're almost done. Era 1, lights out at 9 p.m.
Tina was like,
why y'all still up? These young folks. We used to do that. We used to party hard all night too, but we're trying to go to sleep. We got a daily in the morning. Like, we're not about that life. It's also
kind of funny to me because we saw All Stars 4. Like, a lot of these people were on there, Tina included, and they would be partying. But maybe their parties were early. Maybe they were going to sleep at 9 and 10 o'clock.
Yep, 9 and 10 o'clock. Yep. Last but not least, then we get Tori making his plea.
Tony
making his plea to Corey.
Did you say Tony?
I did say Tony. I don't know why she wanted to enunciate it, but Tony, I did say Tony, right? Making his plea to Corey about who do you really want to run this season with? Do you want to run it with someone like Jordan, who you're probably not going to be able to beat? Guys, it's a team challenge. It's an errors challenge. Like, yes, granted, you might have to eventually go into elimination against somebody on your team. Might, but like Corey said, we don't know how this season's going to go. We don't know the format. And for me, Jordan is y'all's best weapon. I think it would be so incredibly dumb to put him in. And I don't think Corey is dumb to do that. And I know that Tori's not going to do that anyway. So this isn't worth discussing.
See, this is the thing also, is I feel like it might not be the dumbest thing to get rid of Jordan. It, however, might be kind of dumb for Corey to do that. Like, Tony, you want to win and put Jordan in? You can do that.
He wouldn't.
But I'm not going to go after our strongest guy for him to come back and be on my back.
Yes, that.
I didn't think about that. Season long.
There's just nothing beneficial about that. Nothing beneficial whatsoever.
Because the thing is, like, okay, if I put Jordan in, is he actually going to lose? Like,
nope.
Probably not. So
this
isn't good for me. So that's the only thing that I can see there. Because, like I said, I do think there could be benefits to getting rid of the strongest male, possibly, but it is a team game, like she said.
And the goal is to stay out of elimination. And if you have Jordan, your odds of winning dailies they go up a lot, and then you stay out of elimination, and you don't have to go in period. So yeah. Tori's not going to do it anyway, so it's a moot point. Whew. Guys, we don't like what we're seeing.
Yeah,
you're not like what we're seeing. But we started off with Nerys like talking with Horacio and saying, you know what, it's a blessing. Or Horacio's telling her and her agreeing, it's a blessing that you get to choose who you want to go in against. And I love the perspective. The only sad part is she doesn't have much to choose. Because pretty sure Olivia's off the table.
She really wants to choose Olivia. Horacio is telling her that she has the pick, so maybe she will get to choose Olivia. I wouldn't think that
Olivia.
Michelle would let her. Yeah, so that would be really weird.
Yeah. But your choices are Jenny or Casey. That's your choices. Not great choices, but she's looking at Jenny. She's saying maybe I can go in and have a chance against Jenny because they feel like Casey is well-rounded.
It's a puzzle. Mm-hmm. Other than that, she would really like to go against Olivia,
which again is not going to happen.
And then we see Johnny. We never know. And then we see Johnny, and he is saying, "Nobility
and romance gets you nowhere on the challenge." I believe is a direct quote. He's saying doesn't get you anywhere on the challenge. Nobility and romance,
which is really weird because we've had plenty of couples go really far on the show.
We've had plenty of noble people. Darrell has been a great partner to all of his partners that he's been partnered with, and he has won several seasons of the challenge.
Amber B,
great person.
Landon,
great people. That's noble people. They've won, and it's gotten them places. So I don't know. And then Cara Marie and Polly would beg to differ about romance.
Tori and Jordan would as well.
Tori and Jordan, a lot of people would beg to differ. They've gotten very far being romantic together.
Just be talking. So don't be believing everything that be coming out of his mouth. Okay, he's like a man scorned or something. Like he's come on here himself with people that he's been involved with.
He's single, and now all of a sudden it's great to be single. And if you're in a relationship, you're probably doing it wrong. All right, hopefully this will stay paused for a second. But anyways, last thing, Theo can't pronounce Horacio's name right, so that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, he said Horacio, and then Josh is like, he is doing his thing, being the rat that he is, and scaring these folks and being like, I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't do this, then they're gonna run this game, they're gonna run this team, they're all together, and they're gonna run to them, and then y'all are gonna lose the power, and blah blah blah. And so now he's directing the target to Polly, which is really frustrating because y'all know Polly is like
one of our faves.
Yeah,
literally one of our faves. So this freaking sucks.
So yeah, we're not happy.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's getting messy.
Well, I hate to say told you so, Anitra.
Yeah.
But
man, it's getting messy up
I said we cannot assume that just because CT and Darrell are having a kiki moment and they're showing a picture of Rachel and Darrell from last season, or not last season, from their first season, that they're going to protect Darrell because as we can see, CT's talking about Darrell. Yeah. CT want to put in Darrell. Derek don't want that to happen.
Derek doesn't want it to happen. Rachel doesn't want it to happen because, like I said, they started this show out together. I think CT is the only one who's actually really considering.
But Rachel gave an argument for every single guy.
She did give an argument for every single guy, but I do feel like she wouldn't do that to Darrell. But when all the guys are really close and they're all on the same level, then maybe it could happen.
Mm-hmm. It's not looking good for Darrell. To me, it's looking like it's going to be Darrell. Like.
It's Darrell or Brad.
CT is really pushing for Darrell. Like he was just like, I really was impressed with Brad, and like Darrell did not do well. He didn't do good with his puzzle. He didn't do good with blah blah blah. So
I will say, at least they're going off of performance, Laurel. Like you should be going off of performance and not putting in Cara Maria, who got second place, was right on your tail. So yeah, he was impressed with Brad, not very impressed with Darrell, and that's why we're in this predicament.
So it looks like we're gonna have Darrell versus Mark. I'm calling it.
She's calling it. I really don't want to see
it.
For
the girls, we have either Anissa
or... can do it, though. For the girls, we either have Anissa or Jody is what's going to happen. We're going to this chamber, and this chamber looks like a pretty cool place, you guys. Like, you want a drama? If you want a drama, we're going to get drama.
We're going to get some drama.
They're locked in this room. They have a limited amount of time. It's a pressure cooker, and everyone has to plead their case in front of everyone. So you have to throw people under the bus, say why you deserve to stay versus them, and why they deserve to go in versus you. Like, I hope you're ready to politic. I hope you got a good argument and good speech because
some of these people are coming in guns loaded. You already know. They already got the argument. They got the people to say yes to their arguments already. So
coming in hot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let the deliberations begin.
Yes. These deliberations are deliberating. My goodness. It is on, guys. And
so I think we start with era 1, right?
Yeah.
And surprise.
Derek is an angel.
Is volunteering to go in for Darrell because he feels like Derek. He owes him. I think for things that he has done outside of the game for him. Yeah. So that was super sweet.
Darrell's been a great friend to Derek, apparently. Super sweet.
Super risky.
Yeah.
Like he could.
And Darrell, you could have kept that to yourself, that you wouldn't have done it for him. So I don't love you that much. could have kept that to yourself. You ruined the sweet moment. Mm-hmm. I know it's just Darrell being Darrell. You're gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
But you gotta love Derek for that. And I really don't want him to go home. So much respect
for him. Yeah. When people do that, it's like you really don't want it to.
You root for them even more. Yeah. Like, so please don't let it backfire.
Derek is a strong competitor. I fully believe that he can get Mark out of here.
And he's going against his good friend Mark.
Sorry, Mark.
For his other really good friend Darrell. So this is a sad one right here, but I'm rooting for Derek. We're rooting for Derek. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the first one we see. Then I guess
we don't know about the girls yet for era 1.
Yeah, they're really playing this out in a cool way. We're seeing
we're going to different eras.
Yeah, so we went to era 2 after that. We're going in order, and Ryan, surprisingly for me, wants to go against Brandon.
It wasn't surprising to me only because it makes sense. He doesn't want to go against his best friend. And like he said, maybe him and Nehemiah have done a truce since All Stars, but he's like, I went against Nehemiah. You've sent me home. I would rather, you didn't hear him say that? He said, I would rather not go against you again. We've already been there.
I did hear that, but I didn't know he was talking about Nehemiah. Okay, that makes sense. So it's going to get, I'm really
he is going against Brandon, and Brandon was surprised.
I don't think he's not scared. He ain't never scared. And
but that's going to be an interesting one,
I'm nervous because based off of these this trailer,
that could go either way. I would not count Ryan out by any means.
Based off the trailer, I wouldn't count him out either.
Do they? I
don't want to see Brandon go. I really don't. We didn't see the female for that yet. We moved on to era 3, which is Jordan. Tony, he did it. Now he went on.
Tony called Jordan out in front of everybody, so I got to give him props for that. Like he has balls to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jordan was like calm, cool, and collected, and was like,
very calm, cool as a cucumber.
He offered what he could bring to the table.
What?
I will get you to it.
We got to get to the final first, and I will get you there.
I'm a man of my word, and if you keep me here, I will show you that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten to work with you,
but I will repay you back if you do this.
It was impressive.
It was very good. Like,
who would go against?
I wouldn't go against him. Like
Jordan or Tony. Which one are you going to go against?
The argument was a lot better than Tony's. So.
And also just their track records of like competitions. Like I would be afraid to go after Jordan personally.
Yeah.
The first episode, the first challenge. No.
Yeah. So A for effort, Tony. But it's probably going to be you. Last thing we saw was. They're putting some heat on Michelle. Oh wait, that's not the last thing we saw. Sorry. They're putting some heat on Michelle and Horacio's, not Horacio. Kylan said he doesn't care because y'all did this to us, and I'm like, I actually do care. This is kind of heartbreaking. Like people make mistakes, and I can't believe you're really actually expecting Michelle to vote Olivia in. Like I think,
and we can tell that Michelle, feels bad and stuff. I do think she feels bad.
She does, for sure.
She really does have a heart for her friends, and. That last season she was playing with a lot of her friends, so she had to make some tough decisions.
Yeah,
but I told you again, Anitra, you cannot assume that people will be kept out of this elimination.
I still would be shocked
that door is open.
But maybe Olivia will say, "I'll go in. I'll just go in."
So,
but my goodness. All right, and so man, I really need this to pause. It's not going to pause. All right, so we're going to have to unpause this. But Aviv is making her argument, and Cara Marie is trying to be a straight shooter. We're going to see what she says. Well. Samantha Bewitched for my old school people.
We finished the episode, guys. We're gonna let y'all know what we saw.
First of all, we thought we wondered if we were getting to all 8 eliminations.
Yeah, and then I said, we're probably gonna get 4.
Didn't get a single one. None. How about no?
How about goose egg?
Yeah, we don't even know who's going in for everybody. So yeah, we'll see next week. It's still a great episode. Still a great opener. They had a lot to put in there, so definitely looking forward to next week and seeing those 8 eliminations. Preferably, we will get to see all 8 like that. Hopefully,
we should get to see them next episode.
Right, I think we should be allowed to see all 8 of them. Hopefully. All right, so we come back and Cara's making her argument. She made a good argument, guys. She was like
a good argument.
Calm,
like Ryan
said,
yes, she was calm.
Older, wiser. She said, I'm good. I'm a good competitor. I came in second.
We can work together.
Yes. Do you want to do the predictable thing and throw me in again? I'm going to take it personally. Or do we want to try to work together? And
then Johnny rebutted with something very logical. Well, if you were over here
in our position,
what would you... Oh, hold the phone.
We can't do hypotheticals. Like that didn't happen. So we don't know. Let's not talk about that. That doesn't pertain to this.
Cara, you were doing so well.
Good. sink yourself. Like,
if you can't tell them that you weren't going to go after them, or you would be willing to hear them out if you were on that
side. That's all you had to say. Just like, you can't go on Big Brother with this kind of you gotta lie
straight out the door. Lie. The thing is, like, I feel like you can't lie on the challenge, because the thing about the challenge was different from Big Brother is that you continue to play with these people, and she's already in the predicament that she's in because she's done that. So that's only going to get her so far. So I just feel like,
I mean, lie if nothing, lie.
Like, I would have at least, oh my gosh, I would have at least heard you out.
I'm gonna tell this video. Yeah, she should have at least said, "Yeah, I would have heard you out. I would have heard you out. Like, you're hearing me out." And maybe we would have seen.
Don't even go further. We're not going there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how rude
is on a power trip. She liked having the power and liked being in control. You're not in that much control. You had some control with the first part, but you got to let them have some kind of control. You got to answer the question.
You got to be willing to answer to them a little bit.
So at this point, I'd be surprised if Cara didn't go in, because she did to herself. Cara, come on, what the heck? All right. So then we move on. Jody versus Anissa argument, and Anissa's like, someone's gonna get hurt either way, so we don't need to worry about hurting feelings. Like, you can hurt Jody's feelings. Like,
I'm gonna let CT handle this.
Well, Jody, before Rachel even said that, Jody made her argument, which was a good argument. She said, I don't have a lot of ties on here, but I am here for this team, and I will put this team first, and I'll work hard.
And I came in third place, and I actually did really well.
Really good argument. What are you going to say? Rachel could have said something, though, but she did, like Alicia said, I'm going to let CT handle this because this makes sense. We'll see if they do this for the rest of the season, or is this a one-time thing where the men are deciding for the girls and the girls are deciding. I think it's a one-time thing.
Rachel felt uncomfortable to say Anissa's name, so
because she's close with Anissa.
Would rather CT say it. It was very uncomfortable, though, because Rachel was like looking away, scratching her neck.
And the thing is, Anissa still felt betrayed by you.
Right. She knows exactly what you're doing. You might as well.
She's not dumb. You might as well
say it with your chest, Rachel. Just say, my gosh, Anissa, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go in. It's not that hard.
We're trying to win.
Like, you basically already did.
You did bad. I love you. I want to be able to defend you, but the reasoning makes sense. We're gonna send you in. We're trying to represent whatever you need to say, but say her name, because she was betrayed. Anyways. Last but not least, we get Pauly versus Theo, which didn't see it coming. Pauly was making a good argument. Josh was making his arguments. Pauly was making his arguments. And then he said, you know what? To heck with the arguments. Yeah. I've been hearing someone's been saying my name. You've been saying you want to go against me. Say it to my face. And then Theo was like, I'll say it to your face. I'm not scared or whatever. With his accent, he has a better accent than that. Way better than that. That was more like Kyle.
I was so mad at Pauly, but then at the same time, it seems like their team it's so interesting to see the way that different teams are deciding who to go in. But their team was like, we're going to let y'all choose who to go in, who you want to go in with. And if Theo's saying that, so I guess he was like, either way, I'm going to go in. So let me.
I love to see it. I love to see the bravado.
I heard you were saying my name.
Because Pauly is strong. I love to see it. I love to see the confidence. The only thing is that Theo's very strong too. Like, he's no slouch. So it's almost like you puffing up your chest at Turbo. Where it's like, you're good, yes, but Turbo's also good. So I don't know if you should be trying to go against Turbo, because you're both really good. Like, maybe go against someone else who's not that good as them. So
I would prefer for Pauly to not have to see an elimination on the first episode.
Yeah,
that's just me.
I would much rather go against Josh or someone. I would prefer him not to see one, period, on the first episode.
But here we are.
We're already scarred from All Stars, where we lost him so early. Not really comfortable
Josh,
with this.
The weasel that he is, has weaseled his way out of this.
Weaseled his way out. But then we get into some history with them, and they're having this argument where they really haven't even found peace from, where it's like, you threw me in time and time again. He's like, no, we don't throw the first punch. I never throw the first punch. I just retaliate. And we only did that because Team USA was throwing us under the bus and throwing challenges, trying to get my girl Carson in, and you knew about it. And that was your partner from the last season, and you denied it. And so you're complicit to this. But then Theo was like, no, I did not know. He's like swearing up and down. So it's like, what's the truth?
He says he does not lie.
He doesn't lie.
So he is saying that he did not know.
And I just wish these guys could have talked this out before they came on the season. They could have found some peace and made amends and believed each other, and then we wouldn't be dealing with this. Because I don't want to see this. What?
That season has so much trauma, and that season was very hard for us to watch because
we didn't even watch the end.
We were rooting for Team USA for the whole time.
They were the better team
the whole time. They were the better team. They got crippled at the end by the rules.
They got crippled also by Johnny and Laurel throwing challenges, and so they had no choice but to let them go. and Zach and all these people, they were like being all bent out of shape. But it's like, yo, but your friends are throwing challenges, and so we have to get rid of them. Yes, and so they went to the end with people that were loyal to them. Yes, a lot of women.
It was really cool.
Ashley, Ninja, a lot of women. Yes,
it was admirable that they made it there
with loyal people, and they would have won
if the rules weren't the way that they were to penalize them for being the better team. Why would you
penalize the team that has the most people there in the end because they played the better game by making them carry all this weight?
Way more weight than everyone else.
4 people can carry it, just like the other team.
The same amount of people can carry it.
But wait, y'all can switch out. That does absolutely no good for us if we're carrying this impossible weight on this gurney with 4 people.
Way more weight.
We can switch out as many times as we want to. We'll probably have to switch out every 5 minutes because you're giving us crippling weight.
They made it harder for them to win.
That was the problem. They should have had the same amount of weight.
The worst.
They should have had the same amount of weight on a gurney and benefited from their amount of players by switching out. That's what they should have done, not punish them for it.
And clearly there's trauma there from that whole season.
There's trauma for us.
Theo sees Paulie as the bad guy, but Paulie is like, I literally was doing what I could for my team. Like, my team was throwing things. Mm-hmm. We had to get rid of these people because they were throwing it, and this is, And
we felt like you were complicit to it, and you gave us a reason to go after you. You were one of the UK's strongest people, so we're going to go after you full force and try to get you out because you gave us the green light to do that when you did not tell us that our team was throwing it. So, a lot of bad blood. I hope they make up from that. I really do. Don't kiss and make up. Maybe
they had. That's the crazy thing. We thought that they had made up.
I thought they had made up too.
Those wounds are still there.
I do not want to see this. But anyways, we're gonna see it next week. Mm-hmm. Should be great. 8 epic battles. Be there, be square. Thank you so much for tuning into this recap. I hope you had as much fun watching it as we had filming it and watching the episode. Please come back next week. Like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss it when we post it. All right.
See you guys later.
See ya. God bless.